6 years ago, all this was farmland. Now there are tens of thousands of apartments and plans for many more. Shen Dua lives in one, but in her building of 44 flats, just 4 are occupied.
It's too quiet. On weekends or on weekdays, it's the same. You don't see anyone on the streets except sometimes cleaners.
Do others feel the same way? There was no one around to ask. If Chenggong had tumbleweed, this is where it would be blowing. There's something quite spooky about walking around here. It's a weekend, it's the middle of the day, it's not raining, there are hundreds of apartments, and yet the streets are virtually deserted. The only sounds, the rustle of the wind and the birds. It's almost as if some terrible accident has cleared all the people out. In fact, they've never arrived. Most front doors are still wrapped in cellophane. The city has been planned by Yunnan's provincial government, which hopes 2 million people will live here. In established cities, housing has become prohibitively expensive and millions live in poor conditions. 15 families have 2 rooms each off this shared corridor in Beijing. Bathrooms and cooking areas are communal. Provincial governments expect more rural Chinese will move to urban areas. That's why they're creating new cities. The theory is that places like Chenggong offer good quality, affordable housing, but most apartments here have been sold to speculators. And even though they've been empty for 2 years, prices for the first apartments built have already doubled.
It's an investment. Here is still cheaper than in downtown Kunming. It's speculation for the long term.
Real people may move in. Universities and government offices are being moved from nearby Kunming to bring in students and jobs. But now that speculators have driven the price of a 2-bedroom flat to $80,000, they are already out of reach for those they were aimed at. The result is an expensive ghost town with few people and without much traffic. In China's planned economy, building the right sort of affordable housing in the right place is proving tricky. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Chenggong, China.